Welcome back to the Lethal Beard's favourites list for TV shows. Now, we've done 20 to 11, and we're going to kick it into gear right now. 10. Blue Healers. Strictly Australian. Everyone who grew up knew about it. Rewatched it recently and just remembered how good it was. Forgot how funny Constable Nick Schultz was. Now, you know, you always remember Maggie, PJ, and Dash, and Tom Croy, but I forgot how good Nick Schultz was, and I forgot how dry he was, and he in the second round, he just made the show for me again. So, the love stories, everything going around, it really brought up some great Australian actors as well, so it's worth the watch. He's a lot of episodes. I forgot how many episodes it was. It was like it was year round almost. You forget about it, but because it was like 20 years ago. But like unbelievable. So yeah, worth the watch. Number 9, The Sopranos. Now, just a great mob movie. Tony Soprano just played so well. Just the in and outs of it all, the tension between him and his therapist, are they, aren't they? Are they going to get together? The vulnerability of him, the dark side of him, the storyline, his mum working against him, like all them things. It's just amazing. It's a great TV show, one of the best. Everyone knows it. Get around that. Really have a look at it. Get on to HBO. It's a shame that you got to sign up to HBO now, because if you had Foxtel on that, you could just jump on, but it's taken. So get around that. Go and have a look at it. Number 8. Now, not a lot of generation growing up now would know this one in their 20s. And they might see it on Instagram. But Seinfeld, it's hard to explain how good it was back in the day. Now, I was only a young kid when growing up, and I only caught really the tail end of it through reruns, and then went back and watched it. And Kramer, George, Elaine, Jerry, it was just amazing. Amazing, like, acting, story writing from Larry David. It just had the whole kit and caboodle, and it was just the absolute story of nothing, but so relatable, so comedic, and all anyone will ever remember is those last 2 episodes. But it was so much more than that. It was so big back in the day that people watching in Times Square for how it ended. That's how much it captured people, and it is easily. I know a lot of this generation won't have watched it. Go back and watch it. You may not relate to a whole lot of things, but I'll tell you what, you'll see a lot of things. You'll see the Walkmans, you'll see the actual landlines. See a computer that doesn't get used every 5 minutes. The day-to-day mundane things that people used to do. No one walking around staring at their phones. And most importantly, you'll see the soup Nazi. All right, so go back, check that out. Well worth a rewatch. Sons of Anarchy is number 7. It got me through, like, I can't remember if I really binged it through COVID, but I watched the first few seasons and then it sort of lulled. And this is back in the day when you had to actually work hard and buy the series on disc if you missed one. So got back into the streaming of it and just rewatched the end of it, and through COVID, you know, like it probably just sits a bit high because of that, because it just hit a bit harder and got me through a few weeks. But the storytelling, Jax's journey, what happened with his dad, all those things, like Tig, arsehole, to character you love, to hate, to sorry for. Tara, love, hate, you just didn't know, and then the ending, well, wow. Right, so it had everything. It had the drugs, had the sex, had the murders, had the care, had the love story. Definitely one of the great shows. Number 6, one that is getting a bit of a rebirth and a regeneration now, and that people are picking up on it. Suits. One of the all-time great stories. Harvey Specter, one of the all-time great characters. Meghan Markle, in, out, married a prince. Probably costs the storyline a little bit, but it's something that draws you in because you think, oh, geez, I'd love to be a lawyer. But it's not how everything goes, but the way they get in and out of cases, the way that they care for people, the story arcs of every character on it. Lewis Litt goes through one major story arc, and you know, like, it's a great show. Everyone's starting to really watch it again now. It's on so many streaming platforms. Find it, watch it. You will not be disappointed. Number 5, Yellowstone. Never have I waited so hard and so long for a season to come around. I watched this in real time. And when I say real time, I mean I'm waiting for the episode. So a lot of the TV shows that I've watched have been binged, right? This one got me in real time, and it's just, what's happening next? What's happening next? Waiting. Are they going to be all right? What's John going to do? Like, all these things. Rip, Beth, just a magnificent love story. What is Jamie going to get ears? All these little things. And across the journey, you're just falling in love with the characters. You want more. The action is plenty. The truth and storytelling of the land is something that connects as well. And then you've got that Indian heritage as well that you learn a bit, you know. And not everything is true on the story, and I get that, but it just gives you a little insight, and it probably makes you a bit more inquisitive. So it opened up my eyes a little bit, and I went and done some research on it. So just those little things. It's just one of the all-time great shows, and you've got the opportunity to binge it now. Go and do yourself a favour and watch it. Number 4, the greatest comedy series of all time, The Office. Now, 1 through to 7, Michael Scott. Every episode has something in it. The first season, obviously, is on the back of the British version, and sticks to it pretty well in nature. But like, seasons 2 through 7 are just so magical. It's just got the great love storyline of Jim and Pam, Michael and Holly, Mike and Jan. It just, the funniness of Creed, the dryness of him. He's my favourite character in there. Dwight Schrute, like, so good. His story arc's so good. He's just, it's great. It can be divisive if you're very, maybe woke's the word, I don't know, but it can be an offensive type of humour, but it's humour that I get, and it's just so good. So it's well worth a watch. Go and have a look at it. And if it's not your cup of tea, well, just remember, sometimes offensive jokes are okay to laugh at, because in the back of your mind, you're probably having a bit of a giggle. If you're watching it by yourself, take the laugh, enjoy the story, and move on. Number 3, a great Australian TV series, and probably not as many people have watched this one because it's not a free-to-air, but Mr. In Between. This series is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Ray Shoesmith, the story of Ray Shoesmith, who is a hired hitman, who is a dad who tries to live life normal, finds a love, all these sorts of things, and the storyline, the way he acts. He's written it, produced it, acted in it himself. It's just a magical series. It's got so much humour. It's hard to explain how good it is, and they're shorter episodes. They're like 20 to 30 minutes, and they're action packed with comedy, action, love stories. It's just so good. Do yourself the favour. Get across to Binge or Foxtel. Get on your Foxtel IQ if you have it, and watch it. Like, watch it and continue to watch all 3 seasons. It's to the point. It short sells itself because you just want to see so much more of Ray Shoesmith. But I'm glad I've watched it. So get across there and have a geezer of it. Number 2, Game of Thrones. Now, I know I said about waiting for an episode of Yellowstone. This is one I binged. Now, if I watched this in real time, I would have been on the edge of my seat waiting for the new episodes. Every character has something to give. One dies off. There's another one that pops up. The storytelling of the Starks, the storytelling of the villains, the Night Walker, the White Walkers, the Wall, the dragons. You know, Daenerys Targaryen, all the way through to the Imp. You know, like, it's just magical. I would have loved for that last season to be stretched out a bit more, because I thought it ended too quick and it had so much to give. But it's too good. It is too good. If you haven't watched it, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, if you're a fan of TV, you've got to go out and you've got to get HBO Max just simply for this show. You've got to. All right? So get through it. Let us know in the comments if you have watched it and how good it is, because there's just so many iconic and great moments. It's well worth the purchase of HBO Max just for that. Now, number 1. I've left out a whole heap of great TV series, and I know that. Like, we could talk Wentworth. We could talk The Blacklist, Peaky Blinders, South Park, Simpsons. Like, just, there's so many. But they didn't make it. This is my number 1, Breaking Bad. Now, I know people that still haven't watched it, and it gets me. Now, I got put onto this by a bloke named Jared Chatwin, so big up to you, chatters, because like the people that haven't seen it, I hadn't seen it either, and he just raved about it as the best thing. I'm like, didn't have a lot to say, Chatwin. So when he told me it was that good, I thought must have blown his socks off. So I went and started watching it. And from the first episode, Walter White, Heisenberg, Jesse Pinkman, like that, it just, you end up hating a woman for being his wife, and she's not the villain. But you hate her anyway. Like, it gets you. You can't stop watching it. Like, when I started rewatching it, so I'd watched it with the wife and then rewatched it, and I pulled an all-nighter just rewatching it, because there was other little bits that I'd noticed that I hadn't picked up on. You know, there's memes everywhere, like, from the show, but ultimately, if you haven't watched it, you are doing yourself a disservice by not watching it. So I think it's on Stan now. Definitely go and get that. Do yourself a favour. Go and watch that. This has been my favourites list. Let me know what's your favourite TV show in the comments down below, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.